Welcome, welcome. A blessed evening to all of us. Om Jeje Sai Ma. A most blessed, happy Navaratri is coming this Thursday. I've just, I don't know if those of you that have been on Saima's call, I don't know, it was I think a few days ago, and I spoke about the new Saima Tesla device. I don't think we can call that a device. It's a pulsating, living Ma. So I'm been dissolving and taking some time to actually be able to open my eyes. It's great to be with you together today. Thank you for taking the time and opening ourselves to Navaratri, a celebration of Mother Divine, the Devi in our lives. I think we will begin with an invocation. Do you hear me okay? Is the transition okay? Great. I will like to show you a mantra that I love. This mantra, I think some of you have done the Shakti Kriya course with me. We have practiced it a bit. Om Sadgati Pradaye Namaha. Om Sadgati Pradaye Namaha. This mantra is invoking the Devi in that aspect that awakens the yearning within us and the call for the aspirant, the disciple, for the Supreme. When we realize in our lives that there is only the Supreme, that every breath is for that Supreme that we are. That the people in our life are the Supreme, that the reality is the Supreme. And the illusion dissolves. That mantra calls that within us, invokes that within us, and invokes the great power and compassionate heart of Mother Divine. And may our sadhana, may our practice, may our devotion and dedication brings us the fruits of the deepest, purest yearning for the Supreme. Let us take a deep breath. Allow our eyes to close. To turn inward. To move inward. May my mind move inward. May my eyes look inward. May my emotion be turned to the devotion within my heart. May my senses will be raised to feel thy presence of pure love. May I see again the truth, the pure existence. May the attachment to the temporary will fully dissolve. May I have the courage of the heart to liberate myself for the small identification and allow me to realize and remember that I am, that I am. May I live every moment as Mother Divine in the sacredness of every breath, every flower, the singing of the birds, the fellow human beings. All is that pure existence of Mother Divine. Let us dissolve into the chamber of our hearts. Give permission to our hearts to be fully open, allowing ourselves to touch, to know that yearning of soul. Unveil, open the curtain, in thy infinite blessings. And let our sacred hearts let our devotion call forth Mother Divine, O beloved Devi, Shekhinah. Call forth all the great, great masters and lady masters, incarnated and embodied for us, the full presence of Mother's heart. Let us welcome our beloved Mother Mary, great, great Hannah, grandmother. Mary Magdalena. Oh, great Radha and Parvati. Sarvananda Mahima. Let us welcome Shakti, Kundalini Ma, O beloved Devi. Let us open our hearts, welcome in our fields, give ourselves permission to fully, fully be. Om Lalita Devi, Mahatripura Sundari Ma. Yes, let us touch the purity of our heart, the man that we are, the Mother Divine that is so alive in this female or male body, in all that we are. Awaken, fulfill our greatest desire, our greatest yearning and intention. Om Sadgati Paradaye Namaha. And let us repeat together 16 times, and you can follow the words or be and observe. Let us inhale and begin. Om Sadgati Pradaye Namaha. 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 Breathe, breathe, and expand, expand with the vibration of love. Allowing, just allowing the blessing, the love to enter every cell in the body. Awakening the mitochondria, the matter divine within the cells, to its purest form of love, purest form of life. Inhale, inhale with the light and Shakti, and exhale to your surrounding, to the space that you are. Divinize, illuminate. Inhale within your heart and exhale into the walls, into the furniture, into that air around you becomes so thick, like liquid light. Inhale within the heart. Exhale within the air, within the space, within the house. Yes, inhale within the heart. Exhale in your house, in the matter, let it pulsate, become alive, sacred. Inhale, inhale, and exhale, expand into all of your relationships, every moment in your life. And deep inhale. And then exhale, and a compassionate heart of Mother Divine embracing each and every human being on the planet. The grace of your blessings. The grace of your blessings. And a gentle breath filled with gratitude. Filled with gratitude. Gently, gently allow yourself to be present. Feel the body and the space you are in, the light within and around. Oh, tender hearts. And very, very gently allow the eyes to open again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I love you. Ah. Mm. Ah. In Jewish we say ay ay ay. If anybody knows that. Oh, well, you have to say something to me. I have to hear your voice. Someone, any voice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
And it's the first time I've been online. So
Oh,
beautiful
welcome.
beginning. It is the beginning of my day. It's 11:30 in the
Oh,
morning for me.
wow. Good morning. Blessed morning
Well,
to you, Maureen. So good to see
thank
you
you.
live. Yes.
Mm, I
Thank
just, the expansion of the heart is
Mm.
fabulous. Thank you.
How blessed we are to be, even having the awareness of Mother Divine. I wasn't aware of Mother Divine before I met Saima. In the Hebrew tradition, in our Jewish culture, Shekhinah is there somewhere in the scriptures, but you don't hear much about it. I mean, I had a beautiful grandfather, very, very pure heart, and took me to the temple, the synagogue once in a while, and I love being there. And I never heard about Mother Divine. I heard about God, Adonai is pretty is pretty masculine in that tradition most of the time. I don't know. Have you just? I don't know. Has this been a part of your culture, of your awareness, or is it? Have you felt that or known that? I would love to hear.
I'll share.
Please.
Yes, I've felt it from a young age,
Mm.
and I just love the energy you've created here. It's sometimes when you were talking, I might not know the words or could hear the words, but it was just fine because so I felt just lifted vibrationally and
Mm.
within this group. So it's very special. I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, thank you. And we are creating a very special togetherness and Shakti for all of us. Yeah, it is true. Thank you. You're welcome, Carol. Yeah, anyone else? I'm still yearning to hear some voices.
I would love to share. And
Please.
it was such a gift to come into this energy and be in this energy and be held in the energy
Mm.
of that divine. I just earlier in the day had some issues with our family, and where there's that illusion, where there's the Maya, where there's just a lot of dissension, and so to move from that and then to come into this opportunity to really be very
Mm.
instantaneously move into that love, the holding the space, the mother divine that she holds for us. It's beautiful. Thank you.
We are blessed that we have some specific days for that. Huh? I think the one thing I'm grateful for that um, tradition in the yoga in India that there is special days to take for that remembering and being in that presence of Mother Divine. Yeah, the Navaratri. Thank you. Anyone else? And I think we have someone having challenges to come in, so I'll try to send the information meanwhile. Anybody else? Please.
Okay, when you mentioned your Jewish tradition, and um, when I grew up, was growing up, um, mine was Christianity,
Mm-hmm.
and my mother had me do Jesus portraits and donate them to churches,
Uh-huh.
and it was kind of torture for me because I always was told that I was born in the image of God, and yet I was always doing a portrait of a man, and I loved it, and it was beautiful, but it was always of a man, so I never experienced it until I met Mom.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting. Like you haven't experienced it in that way?
No, now I experience it with Ma that I am.
Hmm. Yeah, thank you, thank you. It is, yeah, I think, one of the beautiful, beautiful things in the Navaratri and also in that tradition is, yes, there's a lot of pictures and, mutis and a lot of material expression of that aspect of the divine, and there is such a huge reminder of like that this is who we are, and that is a part of who we are, that it is within us, that I am that. um, I remember Saima at times saying, India, oh, welcome, Sue. India as a godless country of no God. And I was like, what do you mean? Uh, how can that be? There's so much about and I meant that it's not God outside. Human beings are God. The true teaching is that I am that we are that. I am Father, Mother, Divine, or however we wish to, um, call that, or we refer to that. So I did prepare a few things to talk to you about today before my heart got blasted here, and I honestly felt like I've been holding that I don't know if you call it device, and I truly felt that I'm touching the holy feet of my ma, and I've been missing that. I've been so missing that, so missing that. You know, in my life, hasn't been present to that softness and compassion and the fearlessness and the power of Mother Divine before I met Ma. And I remember when I was with Saima, first days was in the Himalayas in Betlar in India. As was, I think it's already more than 20 years ago, or just 21 years ago. We still have that ashram there. We haven't been there for a long time, way in the Himalayas, and had to drive on huge trucks, because India trucks, yes, and we didn't sit on seat. We were like packed on the back of the truck, when there's I don't know how you call it, this huge hole that you put things in. It wasn't seats or anything. We just were like mattresses on the floor, I think, of the back of the truck, and I think 2-3 trucks, and we were uh, driving through, crossing the creek and water. There's no road, and that's how. After I saw Ma for a couple of days in Israel, and anyway, to cut the story short, I came there, being there, and that was the first time I was for, I think it was a few weeks, and my heart just opened, step by step. And at one moment I remember, and I'm sure I remember these words the rest of my life, is Ma came to me, and Ma said, open your heart to me, or open your heart to Mother Divine, and you'll have heaven and earth. And for me, the path until then was about heaven, was about a divine experience, which is not in the physical reality. Yes, it was going into deep meditations, and a lot. I went out of my body, and I was very open to mystic experiences and visions, and angels and ascended masters, and a lot of that. Yet all of that was way out there. It wasn't here. So there was a sense of heaven or divine realm or existence and consciousness, that it was somewhere I needed to go there out. And these words of Ma, it took me years to get it through. I'm still receiving it, and that heaven and earth, meaning be fully embodied. It is here and now in our lives, and this is for me, this is the main message of Navaratri, and the gift of that celebration and that sadhana. of Navaratri. And I would like to take a few moments and see and share a few guidelines or tips, and also hear from you, and how can we have the most out of these days, and how could we offer ourselves to these days, and have a sadhana, a spiritual practice for 10 days. Okay, and that's the invitation, because it is not about one moment, it's not about one meditation, it's about the journey, and it's a journey of 10 days. And we went, I think a few weeks ago, we saw the journey of 10 days in the Hebrew tradition, and so many cultures are taking us, and we hear the wisdom of take time, be patient, and I'm learning that. That's a great learning. Those of you that know me, patient, wow. I'm like, get right to the point, don't waste my time. That approach sometime. It's like, so 10 days, yeah, and there's a lot to that. And it's about giving ourselves the time, growing into patience, being present within a journey, remembering that it is not just getting something, and that's it. It's not about like, I'm getting that, or even, there were times where I just wanted to be enlightened. So for me, it was like, I'll get that and that's it. It's like, there'll be a moment of enlightenment and I'm done. just that's it, like through the years of Maya, I learned that I'm in for a journey. Forget even about whatever you think about enlightenment or not, or whatever you expect. Just fully dissolve and enjoy the journey. So this is about the journey. It's about every moment. Getting into 10 days is like, wow, yeah, it's a journey, and actually it's life. Yes, and it's a path. I'm in the path, and I'm walking the path, and to get the enjoyment and the sacrifice and the going out of the comfort zone through the journey. Because when I meditate or just do something, or even have like really, okay, one day that I'm so aware, every day in my moment I'll be kind and compassionate, and then another moment I forget. Yeah, it's about being with that and it does something about going beyond our comfort zone, and really dissolving into that truth within our being, or within our hearts, that allows this journey of 10 days for me anyway. So there's a few things that I want to share, and one, I picked up this I don't know if it was a definition, I don't even remember where, and it said about Navaratri, like, what is that? The environment and activities that awaken the inner divine qualities: purification, silence, meditation, mantra, ceremony. Okay, and I'll repeat that. I got it from my beloved sister Sridevi. I'm so blessed to have her in my life. Navaratri: the environment and activities that awaken the inner divine qualities, which are purification, silence, meditation, mantra, ceremony. Okay, so I'm taking the challenge on myself to dive into Navaratri and to see if I at least have some awareness in every aspect of that. Okay, what do you say? It sounds like something you wish to dive into? Oh, in these aspects? Great. So I'll share some example about that. So first, we spoke a little bit about why Navaratri, why 10 days. This is some of the reason, and the journey there, yes, and the intensity in that. So I invite you to take for yourself, if you wish, of course, it's of course your choice. If you choose to have Navaratri as a practice, it starts with creating an intention before the beginning of Navaratri, or in the first day, okay? And it begins on Thursday, correct? I'm not mistaken, on this Thursday. So before we create an intention, which in Sanskrit called sankalpa, okay, a deep intention. Okay, usually we create that in the beginning of our spiritual practice, or it begins of or beginning of a certain practice. So this will be a sankalpa, an intention for Navaratri, for your 10 days practice of Navaratri. Okay, and you sit and you first of all for yourself, it may be perhaps love and compassion, or your intention could be patience. Your intention could be dissolving into the yearning of your heart. Your intention could be being more disciplined and dedicated and devoted. The intention could be a combination of a few things you wish to achieve through that, to embody also, yes? So we create an intention which brings us into a certain intensity, okay? It creates, it brings it into a certain place of sacredness and intensity and dedication, yes? Through that intention already. And we activate it every day, that intention, traditionally. Beginning of your sadhana, you read your intention, you call it out loud. Usually it's done in pujas, in ceremonies, and I'll speak about it a little bit later. So first create your intention. It's great. And you think in your intention also, for your sankalpa, think if there's something you are wishing to commit to. Like, I'm going to meditate for 1 hour a day. I am going to do arti for every day. Or I am going to have a certain diet, like I'm not going to eat sugar in these 10 days. Something around your intention and commitment for your purification, because the purification can be in the level of the physical body with your diet, and is also through our mind, emotion, and through our meditation practice, yes, light work, etc. What we do, we purify ourselves. So you also, in your sankalpa, in your intention, you also declare what you wish, what you're going to do. Or like, this is the Devi is here. It's not that the Devi is waiting for us to do that, that we dedicated ourselves through also offering myself, going beyond my comfort zone. I'm doing something. So it's not just God come, you know, take me, Devi. I'm doing something for that. Okay, symbolically and practically, to go beyond our comfort zone. So that's the intention, that's the sankalpa. And I know for myself, for example, I will do I create a sankalpa, I'll do my puja every day, and perhaps sometime in Navaratri, there are times where I do yagya every day. This time I couldn't be, perhaps I'll do one, or there'll be specific practices, and usually specific diet that I will take on myself, and some silence, okay? Well, that's the other part. So we'll start with we said why, the intention, your sankalpa. And then in your practice, I want to speak about purification and silence, okay? So purification is a big part of sadhana. And those of you who did hear the Tattva Shuddhi course with me, yes. So Tattva Shuddhi is a course specifically dedicated to, a big part of it is about purification. Okay. So the purification, the dissolving of what some people call blockage, or we more refer to stagnation of energy in our energy field, or in our mind, in our belief system. For example, it could be, you know, totally dissolving the I'm not worthy, you know, totally being open to say I am divine. It could be on a physical level, not eating sugar, not drinking coffee or something, to detox the physical body is a purification. Purification also comes in the form of the special breathing that we do, specifically Kapalabhati pranayama. It's a very purifying breath. It moves energy, moves Shakti, it cleans, it purifies, blockages, dissolve low vibration. Okay, so these are a few ways of purification, and I'll see if I have a time, I will teach again the one very specific breath that I really recommend, that I've done in the Japan event, but I want to touch again on it here, make sure you know how to practice it well. And those of you that did, again, know some kriyas, again, that's a lot of them are purifying. So we wish to have some purification inside of this time to clean the vehicle, mind, spirit, emotion. So we are, free. I can be such a vehicle, correct? Yet have balance, allow yourself time to be. So it's not about, this is not a time about great tapasyas. Tapasya, it means very difficult spiritual practices, like standing on one leg for like 1 week, things like that, or fasting for a long time. So do your purification and give enough time in your meditation to just be in silence, dissolve in your heart, be in that love, be in the presence during the day, to just be. Not do anything, just be. Be outside, be with nature, just look for the sake of looking. Slow down the rhythm of doing. Take a day or two to slow down, to be. It is very important to allow that, okay? Mantra. So the mantra practice is one of the main, I would say, instrumental tools to work with also in the days of Navaratri. And I think most of you probably know the 4 mantras for Mother Divine, and I'll share my screen and I'll put it on our Telegram channel also. So if any one of you is not there, please join it or contact me if you don't know how to. Where are my slides? Here they are. So these are the 4 main mantras for Navaratri, which in Navaratri there's 3 parts of Navaratri. The first part, it's divided to 3 days, 3, 3, and 3. And actually the last day is the day of victory. It's like we've done all this work, we all illuminated and open, and we celebrate. Okay, we do the journey in 9 days. The 10 days is celebration day. Okay, so these are the 4, and it divided to the first 3 days are for Durga and Kali. Okay, the second 3 days are for Lakshmi. The last 3 days are for Saraswati. And today I won't go a lot into the teaching of which each one of them, just briefly. These mantras. So it's great to use each mantra in the appropriate days. So the first 3 days, practice the mantra of Durga and Kali. The second 3 days, Lakshmi, and the last 3 days of Saraswati. Okay. And the work, there's a lot of, you can hear a lot of why and what is the Devi represent as a different way to look at them as their journey there. And in general, it's a journey of purification, dissolving of the ego, of separation and judgment and fear, and opening into that true nature of love and unity of who we are, yes? And through that, we begin with working with Kali, which the energy of Kali is of dissolving, destruction, transmutation of everything that is not pure, that it's not love, any low vibration of energy, Kali. And he does that with her immense love. And it is dissolving that into Durga, which Durga is the warrior, and also is that from Durga all of the other 3 came, Kali, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. So Durga is the essence. Durga, you can look at it as the Adi Parashakti, the essence of Shakti, like that which comes out of the Bindu, the primordial. Okay, so we are starting actually with immense 3 days of purification, huge dedication, and moving higher and higher and higher and higher until we reach the essence, the source. Okay, in these 3 days. And from Durga, from Kali, from the source, when we are in that place, we begin to bring the energy into manifestation, where after that the next one is Lakshmi, which is abundance of that, the abundance that maintains the creation of the whole world. Meaning in the second cycle of the 3 days, it's where after you purify, dissolve, you are moving deeper into the essence, you are aligned in your heart, in your soul. Now you can focus on what you wish to create in life. And we are focusing on that from a place of soul, not of ego. Okay? So we call Mahalakshmi to bless the Shakti and health and wealth and wisdom and creation and everything in our life, money, all of that, from a place of soul, not ego. Okay? Then the last 3 days of Saraswati, it is the perfection in the matter, is the science, the music. What is music? Music is the divine expression, manifestation of the divine in matter, in sound, yes, in physical. So Saraswati takes us in action and into being an expression of that pure divine that we are. Saraswati. That's the last 3 days. Wow, I'm going to give the whole teaching on Navaratri in 20 minutes. I don't think it's possible. I kind of lost myself there in the beginning of our evening here today. Does that make sense? That's the journey, and these are the mantras, and I'll send it to you if you wish to practice. Any questions until now? And it's okay, you can ask questions. We have time for that, if there's anything. Really? Nothing? No? Comment? Okay. Clear? You with me? Okay. Great. So the other part is ceremony. So what ceremonies do you know that you can take and do and can serve you to be a part of your sadhana, your spiritual your practice of Navaratri and being with Mother Divine? What could be a ceremony for you?
Arti.
Arti, yes, it's beautiful. I mean, Arti to Ma as Mother Divine, and you can do the chant of Arti to the trees, to everything as Mother Divine, yes? It's a beautiful ceremony. Anything else? And anything, it doesn't have to be like from Indian tradition.
Chanting.
Chanting, Anything else?
Flowers, the altar, special. Dancing.
Offering flowers, yeah, and an incense. Okay, you can, if you have a altar, a sacred space, lighting a candle. Begin your morning practice or your day, lighting a candle, burning an incense, putting a flower, making an offering of a fruit or something on the table. Okay, and using all of your your senses and the elements, everything to become sacred. That's a part of ceremony. Puja meaning an act of devotion. I was kind of against ceremonies in the beginning of my path. For my Hebrew tradition, I thought it's worshiping is wrong. We're told should not worship. It's like it's all. So now I just love it. I do it every day. It's one most lovable sadhana practice, because it is a place of offering devotion, of having the devotion to come. You take a flower and you offer it out of devotion. You even can say, you can say your mantras, Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha, and put a petal of rose. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha, and put another one. Om Shri, like make an offer with every mantra. Just make your own ceremony. Let yourself express your devotion, yes? After that, you can see a person and do an act of devotion to that person. I don't know, I don't have a partner in my life, my everything is, but I assume lovers can do a puja to each other and have their life as devotion to each other, yes? It can be a beautiful expression. So see if you can take some form of a ceremony, have that a part of your days. You stop for a moment and you make an action. And it is great when it is even a repetitive action, the same thing. Like ceremonies are built in a certain way, and they become a language that the angels understand. Okay? It's a way to communicate with the angelic realms, the devas, devatas, and angels through ceremonies. Okay? Because they don't need our words. Okay? That actions, that ceremony, invoking in my understanding, and definitely in puja, it's invoking that, and it's really beautiful. I tell you, I'm doing now every day. It's just, it's a gift. It's a gift, the devotion there. And I had an idea. If you wish, and we did that in the Tattva Shuddhi, and I think you loved it. Practice. If you wish, you can write your intention. I can send a link for form, and you can each one send your intention over there. And then in the days of Navaratri, I will print it out and I'll put it on my altar or my puja. And when I'm doing puja and I'm doing activation, I'll make a sankalpa also to activate the intention of each and every one. Would you like that? Raise your hand so I see if there's use for me to do that. Great. So I'll create a form and I'll send it in the Telegram. I'm not sure if I'll have enough time to send it. I'll do my best to send you an email, but please look also in the Telegram. Okay, there'll be a link. And also when you put it, in a sense, you also putting it in the energy of the group. So each one of us, when we're doing our sadhana, also yourself, you have your own sankalpa, you're doing your sadhana for its manifestation. Also every day offer a blessing for everybody to manifest their sankalpa. What do you think? Yeah? That's from your heart. Offer the blessing. It don't need to be in a certain form. Offer your blessing. Say, I'm blessing everybody in our membership. Everybody that doing the sadhana and standards, that their sadhana will be successful, that there be love and harmony. I'm blessing that. Yeah? Great. Now I have to remember that. So these are the elements, have a look for yourself. It starts on, you're welcome, starts on Thursday. So I will send you a text also today and do my best to send an email tomorrow. Tomorrow, the latest. Tomorrow is Wednesday. So, take until Friday to send it. Although it doesn't matter, it starts on Thursday, but you can take time. The best will be you just do it tomorrow. If not, even on Thursday or Friday, you send your intention. I will add it to the document, and I'll do the puja ceremony. And let's see, maybe if it's possible, maybe there'll be a way of me doing the puja with all of you one day, that you can all be. Would you like that, to be present in that, to see that puja? Maybe in our morning, one of our Tuesday in the morning, huh? Have to have a time, because that's when I'm doing the puja. It's very special. This is the puja that I was taught, a practice that I was taught after I became a Mahamandaleshwar. In our lineage of the Vishnu Swami, thousands of years, the gurus, all the Mahamandaleshwars and the Jagat Gurus and all of them, they would do a certain, they would do puja. Okay, so when we come to that stage, we are blessed, and I was taught, and each one choose the specific different deity, different kind of puja. And my practice is with the Mother Divine. I do a puja and I work with Lalita Devi and specific mantras of that. So let's see, I'm having some ideas today. Awesome. So, where was I? Purification, find a way, go beyond the comfort zone. Believe me, Go for it. It's worth it. Don't be harsh on yourself. Yes. Go beyond the comfort zone. Create some purification. Go give it all to your purifying breath, or clean something in your diet, change something to purify the body and the mind for the new season, correct? It's worth it. That's the purification. Give your time for silence and be. Just be. Remember, we're doing all this work and purify, and there's grace. Just be. Learning masters so many times, be a human being, correct? Being. I think it's the most difficult task is not having any task, just being. So be. In silence, meditation, your practice, your sadhana, that inner, allow yourself to go deep into that state. Use whatever practices and dive into that state. Mantra, use the mantra all day long. You can repeat your mantras. Doesn't have to be with your mala. Okay, every 3 days, take the Devi mantra and work with it. And then ceremony. Create something in your own way. Puja, arti, offering of a flower, something that becomes celebratory, devotional ceremony, and we can chant and dance. So let us take a few more minutes. Today we'll go a little bit longer, and I respect if someone needs to leave before the end of the meeting. I wish to explain one more time the Saima heart kriya. We also call this the Navaratri kriya, or the brahmacharis, because this is a specific practice that Saima has taught us many years ago, 15 years ago at least, when we were in Creston Ashram, in the days of the ashram, because it's very intense. Okay, it's a very intense practice. I totally admit. I love intense breathing, and that's intense for me. Okay, it always pushes me there. So those of you that did the Shakti Kriya with me knows, we did it for a long time and the full practice, and you don't have to do all of it. But I'll teach you the basic technique of it so you understand. And I taught it in the what was it, conscious confluence, and the event with Ma. And I want to repeat it just to see that you know how to do it correct. Okay, so the principle is the emphasis here is on the inhale. The exhale just happens. Okay, it doesn't matter, and it's not a long exhale. You just exhale. Okay, the inhale, it starts slow and become faster and faster and faster and faster. Okay, I start with a slow inhale and it becomes fast. Inhale, 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 inhale. Okay. Eventually it's a breath into, let me spotlight myself so you can see me clearly, if you haven't until now. So it's a breath that into the heart, into the chest. It's not like Kapalabhati. It's not the idea. It's about inhale. You see how I blow up my chest? I exaggerate it even. Okay? I don't hold the breath. I just do, in the beginning it's slow. So you saw the inhale took me longer than exhale, correct? And then it becomes more strong inhale. Strong it's all the time, but shorter, more condensed. It becomes like, and then it becomes as fast as, so I suck, you say? I suck on the air as powerful as I can, as fast as I can, okay? At the end of the round, I hold the breath. I close my eyes, I look into the point between the eyebrows, and I hold it for 10 seconds. I count 10 within me. After the 10 counts, I release the breath through the nose very gently, not fully, gently. And I remain in stillness for about a minute or two, not more than 2 minutes. in between the rounds, okay? So there is another part of the exercise. It's basically the same, and then we just exhale through the mouth, not through the nose. But you can do that even, cycle of 3 times is a lot. We do that as much as 6 times, okay? And one cycle is starting slow and becoming fast, and we do this for 2 minutes, okay? You have a timer or somehow you count, it's for 2 minutes slow, for 1 minute, half a minute faster, last half a minute as fast as you can go, okay? And we will do 1 round here today. So that's 1 round. Then I hold the breath, exhale through the nose, and then I'm in silence and just stillness. Don't move. Make sure you don't move. Keep very, very still, because then everything can happen. And then I do another round, 2 minutes, stillness for a minute or a minute and a half, and then another round. That's 3 rounds, and then I'm in silence and stillness. Okay. And you can do that as much as 6, but 6 is a lot. It's really a lot. You know, if you do 3, it's great. And if you can go for 6, that's awesome. It'll definitely push you beyond it. And it's a difficult breath. Somewhere there after the 1 cycle, the body doesn't want to do it. Many times there's like a resistance, the muscles. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to faint. There's like really uncomfortable. Just go beyond that. That's okay. Because the silence worth everything after that. Correct? Who was here and did that long time with me? And did you enjoy that or not? Yeah? It's powerful, huh? Awesome. So let's do it right now. I wanted to share, because this is a practice that I don't do it a lot, but Navaratri days, sometimes I do it in the 10 days. Sometimes I do it a few times, at least a few times during the Navaratri. It's a time to go there, to give it all, okay? So we'll do that for like the next 10 minutes, and I'll guide you with 1 round, and then we'll just be in silence and enjoy our hearts together. Is that okay? You with me? Still with me? Have some patience? Great. Awesome. Okay. So let's find a comfortable position. Gently let us close our eyes. And during the practice, you may hold the chin mudra, the thumb is touching the pointer finger, the back is straight. The top of the head is pulled upwards, relaxing the face. The chin tucked inwards a little bit, and taking a deep breath into the chest and rolling your shoulders up and back, letting them relax. Opening the heart, allowing the body to rest, relax into your lower abdomen, into the pillow, into the ground. Taking a deep inhale and exhale, sending energetic roots all the way to the core of Mother Earth. practice one round of the Saima Heart Kriya. And let us begin. Deep inhales all the way up to the chest, filling up your chest, and exhale. Deep inhale, long, long inhale. Inhales are slow, deep, and full. Yes, and all the way up, you should feel your chest open, your shoulders open, your upper part of the body is filled up with that energy, with that light. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. With intention and with a smile. Breathe with a smile. Let your joy and passion be in that exercise. Yes. Yes, deeper, deeper breath. I want to see more breath. Powerful. Yes, you can do it. You can go beyond the comfort zone here. Yes, beautiful. Few more breath. There are long breath, full breath. Beautiful. I see your chest going up. You are breathing into your chest and into your heart chakra. More and more. Imagine you are breathing light and light and light into that. And a bit faster. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Yes, faster rhythm. Good. And it's become more powerful. You are sucking on this air, pulling this air inward, like with power, with power into that. You're trying to get as much air as possible through the nose, only through the nose in that short time. Beautiful, beautiful. A little bit faster. It may be a little bit hard, that's okay. Yes, it's almost as fast as you can. You're going in good, fast, steady rhythm. Inhale, 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 inhale. Smile with that, smile with that. Even if there's aches in the body, you smile with that breath. Call that breath into your heart. Call the Devi, call Mother Divine. Show that yearning that you have. Now a few seconds as fast as we can. 10 more seconds, go for it. Great, and a deep breath and hold the breath. Hold the breath, relax the body, hold the breath. Gentle exhale through the nose and keep your body still for a few moments. Allow yourself to dissolve. Opening to the grace of beloved Mother Divine. Dissolve in thy heart. A heart of creation. Beloved Mother Divine. gentle breath in the heart. The gratitude of the heart. Gently, gently bringing our hands in front of our hearts, offering our gratitude. Allowing the eyes to open in this stillness. Welcoming the blessings to shine through us. For each and every one of us. And most blessed, blessed, joyous, profound Navaratri to all of us. Om Jai Jai Sai Ma. You can open your mics for a moment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Om
Jai
Jai
Sai
Sai
Ma.
Ma.
Om Jai Sai Ma.
Thank you.
Jai Sai Ma. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dayanand.
Om Jai Jai Sai
Beautiful
Ma.
evening.
And please, please, tomorrow look for our link for the form and put your intentions, okay? So all of us will be there, will bless each and every one of us. And I'll have it on my puja.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.